Have you ever wondered if the universe has a center? Science says it doesn't, and that might just surprise you. From ancient times, humans have looked up at the sky with one big question in mind. Where are we in the universe? Is there a center of the cosmos, a specific point where everything began, or where everything is heading? It's a deeply intuitive question. When we throw a stone into a pond, ripples spread out from a central point. When we blow up a balloon, it expands from the inside outward. So, wouldn't the universe behave the same way? For centuries, thinkers, astronomers, and physicists have debated this. But modern science offers an answer that's as surprising as it is mind-bending. The universe has no center. And to understand why, we have to completely rethink what we believe about space, time, and reality itself. For thousands of years, people believed that Earth was the center of everything. This geocentric model, first proposed by Aristotle and refined by Ptolemy, dominated Western thinking for nearly 1,500 years. In this model, Earth stood still at the center, while the sun, moon, and planets moved around it in perfect circles. Then came the 16th century, and Copernicus. He challenged this view with a radical idea, that the Earth actually orbits the sun. This marked the birth of the heliocentric model. Later, Galileo confirmed it through telescope observations, and Newton provided the laws that explained those motions. But even though we were no longer at the center, the idea of a center still lingered. Fast forward to the 20th century. Albert Einstein revolutionizes physics with his general theory of relativity, describing gravity not as a force, but as the curvature of space and time. Suddenly, the universe isn't static anymore. It's flexible, dynamic, capable of stretching, warping, expanding, or collapsing. Then in 1929, Edwin Hubble makes a groundbreaking discovery. Galaxies are moving away from each other. The universe is expanding. But this raises a strange question. If everything is moving away from everything else, where is it all expanding from? Where did this expansion begin? This is where our intuition lets us down. We're used to imagining the expansion of the universe like a giant explosion. Galaxies flying outward from a central point, like shards from a cosmic blast, or fireworks on a festive night. But that's not what's happening. The expansion isn't about objects within the universe moving through space. It's space itself that is expanding. Think of galaxies as fixed points on the surface of a balloon. As you inflate the balloon, all the points move away from each other. But there's no special point on the surface that acts as the center. The center is outside the balloon, in a higher dimension. In our universe, there is no visible outside, there's no edge, and therefore there is no center. Another intriguing idea is that the universe could be infinite. In an infinite universe, there are no edges, and without edges, there is no center. Every point is just as valid as any other to be the middle. But here's a subtlety. The universe might be spatially infinite, but temporally finite. That means it had a beginning in time, but not necessarily a boundary in space. This completely changes our intuitive notion of a center. The Big Bang didn't happen at a single point in space. It happened everywhere in space at the same time. Imagine a loaf of raisin bread baking. As it expands, all the raisins move away from each other. But no raisin is ever the center of the baking. The universe works in a similar way. One major discovery supporting these ideas was the detection of the cosmic microwave background radiation, an echo of the Big Bang that fills the entire universe. Accidentally discovered in 1965, this radiation reaches us equally from all directions, almost perfectly uniform. This means the early universe was incredibly homogeneous. If there were a center, we would expect to see a preferred direction in this radiation, but that's not the case. The radiation is isotropic. It's the same everywhere. This fact supports the idea that there is no single center of the universe, but rather a shared origin everywhere. Now for an even more mind-blowing possibility: the idea of the multiverse. Some theories, like eternal cosmic inflation, suggest our universe is just one bubble in an infinite ocean of other universes, each with its own physical laws, fundamental constants, even its own space and time. If this is true, then talking about the center of the universe is not just useless, it's meaningless. Our universe would have neither an internal center nor a privileged location in something bigger. Accepting that the universe has no center goes against our intuition. We're used to thinking in fixed locations, here and there, up and down. Our brains evolved to navigate a three-dimensional world, not to imagine four-dimensional realities or curved spaces. But science has a unique power. It forces us to accept truths beyond intuition. The idea that there is no center of the universe carries deep philosophical implications. So, does the universe have a center? According to our best scientific understanding today, the answer is no. The universe is expanding, but not from a single central point in space. It's expanding everywhere at once, because that's exactly what space does when it grows. This idea might seem puzzling, even unsettling, but it's also one of the most beautiful realities we've discovered. We live in a universe without edges, without a center, without any privileged direction. A universe that challenges us to think beyond the visible and understand that in the vastness of the cosmos, every place can be the center of its own story.